Should the girl ever, when you're dating a guy, ever say, when am I seeing you? Or no, right? I know.
Could you like,
I know.
Okay,
I would
like
never.
Palo Santo yourself, like I can't.
I know.
Right. What is that?
I don't know. Because again, I take the stance, if he's not pursuing you, it's because he's pursuing someone else.
If he doesn't give you Saturday night, you are not the girl.
You're not it.
If he gives you Monday, you're a laundry girl.
1000%.
Like think about that. So that's what you have to do to men. You have to date a pair and a spare. So you have to always date 3 people at the same time. It's very hard for the roster to get moving. But once you get that first little fight, even if it's Cowboy, let's say Cowboy's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like I can't marry him. He's so cute, but I'm not the right age. He's going to want kids. Yep. But he's great to take to a party. He's great to go to a concert. Yeah. Then you got the middle guy. You go, he's sort of cute. He has a nice house. He's just like short, or like I don't like his job or something, or he's too many kids. So he's cusp. Then there's the main guy, the one you go, oh my God, I love him. He's perfect in every way. We have the best kissing. We have the best time together, but I got to wait for him to call. So that's why the 2 backups keep you busy. They will always rotate the 3. You might get rid of the Cowboy and get another one that's a little better. And as you do this, you refine your taste. You level up. So when you get to your level right now, where you've been through the storm, you've been through it all. Everything is calm right now. Yep. So now you're like, I'm bored. Yeah. Where is he? And then they're like, this is when you meet him. Because now you're not taking crap from anybody else.
Okay, yeah, so you've talked about this. You've said that you think make the guy wait until you're...
No sex before monogamy.
No sex before
monogamy. Because of oxytocin. So let's talk about
let's talk about this. Okay.
So women have oxytocin, and they can be bonded to a loser, like the gas station attendant. And this person will change your brain, your chemicals in your brain, to make you feel you're so in love, you could commit suicide over it. And women have done it. So how do we protect ourselves? Where men only have oxytocin when they have vasopressin. So the way a man falls in love is by doing things for you. And I'll say it twice. Men fall in love by doing things for you. Let that settle. Not by you doing things for him. So if you do his laundry, you do his cooking, he's not going, oh my God, she's a great girl. Right. She's going, aren't I great that she did this for me? That's how they have perception of reality is. When they get vasopressin, they immediately go to oxytocin. So the minute you have sex with them, they're madly in love because they've already done all these things for you. I built your IKEA shelves. I took care of your dogs while you went on a business trip. Like they're doing stuff for you. And then you all want to learn stuff together. So let's say he knows how to ski and you don't. Like that's on my bucket list. Yeah. He teaches me. I'm like, oh, Bunny Hill. I'm gonna make him proud. He's gonna feel like
like the
that.
man.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And when you start doing things for him, you're his mother. He sees you as the mother.
That's so interesting.
When you have sex without doing things, like you hit it, you had drinks. When you drink, you become masculine energy. Feminine women become masculine. It kicks out the brain part of the brain.
What?
And you become aggressive.
Oh my God.
Think of all the times you got drunk and you were aggressive. You're like,
no, you're
right.
You're
like Vicky, woohoo, right?
I'm never drinking ever again.
So that's what happens. And then oxytocin will kick in, even if it's a bad orgasm or you're just like, touched you down there or whatever. Yeah. And so we don't want that because then there's no protection for the woman. When you get to 50, menopause is average 53, but when you get to 50s, your estrogen starts to diminish and your testosterone starts to rage. His testosterone starts to diminish and his estrogen raises. And by the way, when he has sex with you and has an orgasm, 90% will go to sleep if you don't keep him awake. Right. Like, let's watch a movie. Right. But he'll roll over after one point and fall asleep. His testosterone drops. So then he leaves the house and maybe you hear from him once in 3 days and he didn't ask you out. Yeah. Because he has to miss you by letting his testosterone raise up. Okay, that's why the rubber band stretch creates more testosterone.
So what about the whole theory men fall in love with bitches?
I don't believe in the bitch theory. I believe in the aloof with a smile.
Okay, explain
that. So that's more mysterious.
Okay.
So a bitch is a bitch.
Yeah.
That means he's attracted to a bitch. Right. And that means something happened in his childhood to be attracted to a bitch. Interesting. Because a normal person would go, you're a bitch and bye.
Right. Because a bitch is someone who's mean. I mean.
Right. And always nasty. Yeah. I have a friend doing that right now to a guy and she's thinking of keeping him in check. And I'm like, you're not going to last.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what did he say to her last night?
You're a bitch.
Mean. You're mean. You're mean. I don't know about this.
Yeah.
She gave him second thoughts. We don't want to give him doubt. Yeah. Because if you give him doubt, it'll stretch. So you're aloof. You're like, oh my God, that is so nice that you want to go out Wednesday night, but I have plans. Maybe give me a call, I don't know, tomorrow and I'll figure something other night out. Bye.
Okay. So not being so available.
Not being available.
Making him work for it a little bit. But you can also
be like when you're in a relationship with him, you can be smiley and not talkative and just let him listen to him. And he's like, what are you thinking about? I'm like, no, I'm listening to you. That's all.
That's not playing dumb a little bit?
No, that's like listening and smiling and being like content with yourself because the energy is going down. And he's like, whoa, 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 I need to raise your back up. So he's going to work for you.
He's going to work
So it's all subtle energy cues, by the way.
Okay.
Everything is energy. You know that frequency, vibration. I'm not talking just law of attraction. I'm just talking the way we handle people. If you listen to the CIA experts on body language, they're going to tell you subtle cues. He's lying. He's telling the truth, all by energy. So if you go like this, you sit back, he's driving, and he's telling you a story, and he's like, what are you thinking about? And you're like, I'm listening to you.
Oh, cute.
He now feels good.
Oh.
And he's like, she's a listener. But you could be thinking about your nail salon. And you could be thinking about, oh my God, I got to pick up my kids at 3. Like, he doesn't know.
You're doing your laundry.
Don't give him so much. Don't tell him every fucking detail.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
I think I do that sometimes. It's like my buddy, and I'm like,
and then that you can't make a guy a buddy. Like my last boyfriend, I said, you are not going to be my friend. You're going to be my romance. Because I had made my boyfriend before that my friend, and it was the worst.
Well, then because then it becomes a roommate. But see, I do want my best friend who I'm wildly attracted to. Is that possible?
The best friend you're wildly attracted to doesn't mean it's a best friend. What it means is you want to spend time with them.
Yeah.
You have things in common. You want to travel with him. You want to be able to tell him your problem, because if you tell him your problem, he's going to want to solve it because he's a guy.
Yeah.
Only girls listen.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to want to solve your problem.
No, that's so true.
And you can't get mad for a man wanting to solve your problem because their whole job is to help you.
You're right. You're right. So if you have a problem and you just want someone to listen, you got to go to your girlfriend.
You can say at the top of the hour, hey, honey, I need you to listen to me, but I don't want you to solve my problem because I really just need a venting session. So he'll say, like my ex used to say, is this a venting session or do I fix something?
Oh, I love that.
And he would say that all the time, and I'd be like, oh my God, I love you for that.
I know, I love that.
Because he'd be like, okay, that's good. Like I was in trouble or something. He'd be like, vent, or do you want me to make a phone call?
I love that. Yeah. Okay, that's really sweet.
Good. So you just have to set the rules. A lot of times we get in relationships and we don't check in with each other and set rules up. Where he doesn't want to be annoyed and pestered.
Well, and communication is everything. I mean, just being able to talk. I think the issue is a lot of guys will not even have that conversation.
Well, that's the problem. So when you, obviously, the number one thing to ask is, are you in therapy? Oh. And it's not where your ex-wife or your ex-girlfriend took you to therapy.
Right.
It's like
for your own
well, you'll get it in California a lot. I don't know about the East Coast, because when I go on dates here, they're like, yeah, my therapist said this, and I'm always like, because I'm from the East Coast, we would never do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're in therapy? So, after the last divorce, my therapist was amazing. I kept her, blah, blah, blah. Or I changed therapists, or this one's a different kind of therapist because I need to work on this. And I'm always amazed at that. But if you ask when you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, and you say, hey, are you in therapy? What do you feel about that?
Yeah.
That's an important question.
I agree. Because anyone who's willing to do the work on themselves, I applaud. And if men are not doing the work on themselves, that's a huge red flag for me.